Thank you. Thank you.
Appreciate you taking your time. I
Yeah.
know your dad took it a couple last minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. If you introduce yourself a little bit, what do you do a little bit now?
Yeah. My name is Nayrobi Vargas, and I play in Mainz 05 in Germany in the Bundesliga. And yeah.
That's what's up, man. How did you get involved in soccer growing up?
Well, at first it was just because it's in the family, and my dad, he was a professional soccer player when he was younger, so it just runs in the family.
What position did your dad play?
My dad was a goalkeeper.
And you didn't play goalie?
No, at first I did for fun, but no.
You didn't like it?
After I was naturally good with my feet, so I just played.
That's what's up,
outfield.
Man. What's your morning routine like in the morning before? Now that since you're in Germany, what do you do like every like first thing in the morning, like Mondays or something like that?
Um, Probably just go to the gym at first, maybe like around 8, or get something small to eat, or just go to the gym, and then we probably have training right after. Or some days we also have double session, so we go to the workout, and then we train, and then we go back home, and then we work out again.
Like, and what workouts do you usually do? Do you go to the gym, cardio, or what is that? Conditioning.
When we go to the gym, it's just weights and powerlifting, and then we go to the field, and that's when we do conditioning and just normal drills and stuff like that.
Okay, that's
Mhm.
what's up. If like what kind of like upper body and stuff like that? What do you do? Like bench press, weight, or like dumbbells, or what?
Mostly just explosive things, because football players don't really need to be too big or anything, so just explosive, and then explosive workouts, maybe like a squat or single leg squat, stuff like that.
So it's more lower body.
Lower body, yes, but we also do upper body like chest, but it's more important not on the weights, but more just explosiveness and speed.
Gotcha. And if how many miles you run a day?
Miles, I say maybe for training. Some days it's light, maybe only 5 or 7 kilometers. But on a hard day or on a game day, it's probably 12 kilometers.
Dang. And what's a meal that you usually crave after a game?
After a game, definitely probably. After a game, I don't. That's the only time I can get a cheat meal. So probably like a pizza or something.
Pizza.
Yeah.
What kind of pizza you usually get?
Pepperoni or meat, American.
The three American.
Yeah.
And how's that weather over there? Is it cold?
It's always raining, and it's always like dark, so the weather isn't too good.
Gotcha. Now let me ask you this: how does it feel to get that attention from the Honduras selection? Now, I saw that you were playing a couple highlights that you were playing under U17.
Yes.
How was that like pressured, and how's that like the attention over there?
Yeah, it was crazy at first, because at first I was just in FC Dallas in the academy, so when I first got my first call up, it was like a different pressure, and people have high expectations, and they always want you to get the results. So it was.
Did they ever make it like to World Cups or stuff like qualifications, or no?
Yeah, Honduras? Yeah. They for U17 and U20, they always go to the World Cup, and also for the senior team, they go every once in a while.
So, every once in a while. Yeah. When's the last time they made it like for the senior team?
2014. Yeah. In Brazil. Yes.
And Brazil, will you make it?
Hopefully, yeah. I mean, I've been in contact with the coach, so hopefully, after this injury, because I tore my meniscus in October. Okay. I haven't been playing a long time. So, but now I'm back. So hopefully, I can play in the World Cup qualifying, and hopefully, if we qualify. You're not gonna
play this summer in what was it, Gold Cup or Copa?
The Gold Cup. No, I won't be able, because my meniscus is still.
Did they call you for it, or they already knew about your injury?
I was in contact with the coach, but they knew about the injury. But after, hopefully, I get call-ups.
That's what's up, man. So when you go so you didn't play for the senior team, right? You just played for U17.
Yeah, I've just played with the U17, but now with the move to Germany, now it's more possible for the senior call-up. So.
Are you in the first group or second? What is that? How does that like work over there? First group, second group?
I'm in the second team right now, but I always go up to train with the first team, and hopefully soon I can get the debut in the Bundesliga.
Bundesliga. So, and what kind of teams do you guys play against? So, just the Germany side, or do you guys go outside that country?
Not mostly. It's only in Germany, and right now it's in regions. But then when it's first team, it's everywhere in Germany.
Everywhere in Germany. What's a favorite teammate that you usually have over there?
My favorite teammate is probably my roommate. Actually, he's Japanese. His name is Tayu Yamasaki, and we're good friends.
Good friends. That's what's up. Does he speak any English or just Germany?
His English isn't too good, but I understand most of it. So
Do you speak German or not yet?
I understand it. I understand a lot of the things, but I can't really speak it. It's hard. It's hard for me to speak it.
So you go from English to Spanish to maybe Germany,
Yeah,
and
hopefully.
and
So
then oh, holy man.
yeah.
So at what age did you? I saw that you were born in Honduras. And
Hmm.
at what age did you come here to the States?
Uh, Probably like five. First we went to New York, and then we went to North Carolina, and then actually we moved here because of soccer.
To Texas because of
Yes.
soccer, because
Yeah.
you had the more opportunity
Yeah,
here.
because Dallas, FC Dallas has one of the best academies in the country, so that's why we moved here.
Gotcha. Not LA or nothing like that.
LA,
Miami.
LA, Miami, they have really good academies too, but
Gotcha.
I think here is the best.
Gotcha. So I saw that you played for North Texas. Is that the second team of FC Dallas or?
Yes, the affiliate team, whatever, or the second team. Yes.
That's what's up, man. Now, did you had a chance to play for FC Dallas, or you just had to call right away to
Yeah,
Germany?
it was just training with the first team, but never
Never.
no games, nothing like that. No,
You didn't finish high school or nothing like that.
no, I wasn't able to finish high school, but I did do online school.
No, in school. What high school did you go to here?
I went to Lone Star for maybe only freshman and junior, a little bit of junior.
Number junior. You
Yeah,
just took off or what?
yeah, and then I just left. Yeah.
Gotcha. Now, let me ask you this. I know you played a little bit, and now since you have the injury, what's your favorite goal that you scored throughout your whole career so far?
Probably against in the World Cup qualifying in U17, it got pretty viral, and I just from the half field I took on like three players and I scored. Took on the keeper and scored. That was my favorite.
The against Salvador?
Yes, that was my
Gotcha.
favorite goal. Yes.
Did you guys play against Mexico?
Yeah, not that specific tournament, but we played them in the U16 in the final in the UNCAF. It was the Central American tournament, and we beat them in penalties.
There's a video that your dad showed me, I think a year or two, that I'm Mexican, Mexican American. I was born here, but my parents are from over there. But your dad showed me a video of you guys playing a penalty shootout against Mexico. I think you said 16, you 17, and I think you were the last one to kick the penalty.
Yeah.
And he rubbed it on my face, and he was like, here, this is. I'm sorry that we had to send you guys home.
Yeah.
I'm not a big soccer fan, but I just usually watch it when there's like big games coming up. Now let me ask you this: who do you have winning this Sunday?
This Sunday,
Portugal versus Spain.
Portugal. I think Spain definitely has the better team, but obviously I'm a big fan of Cristiano Ronaldo, so hopefully.
Is that the soccer idol growing up, or who is your soccer idol?
Probably Cristiano because of his mentality, but I always like Neymar just because of his style and his swag and everything.
Gotcha. Have you ever run across those guys or no?
No, just maybe Messi. I went to Barcelona to watch him play.
Gotcha. Yeah. And did you went to Barcelona for a couple times or?
Yeah, I've been to Barcelona for small tournaments and stuff like that. Yeah.
Gotcha. And what's my call it? So when you train, what's your favorite thing to do? What kind of workout do you usually like?
With my dad, it's my favorite time to train, and we just work on just finishing, just trying to shoot goals into the back of the net, just trying to get as much reps as possible.
What kind of goal would you prefer to score? A header or
a shot, definitely. A shot? Yeah, or a curler, from top bins, something like that. That's my favorite.
Top bins. And how many goals have you scored completely throughout your careers, or do you know?
I'm not quite sure, but it's definitely more than maybe 600, maybe 500 goals.
500, 600?
Yeah.
Gotcha. And when does it usually count your goals? When you go to the first team, or how does it work?
Yeah, I don't really, right now it doesn't really matter to me. Maybe just in second team right now, I got to get a couple of goals in so I can, go to first team. And then first team, that's when it matters. That's when they start counting.
When did you score with North Texas?
Yeah, yeah, I scored two goals. It was my first pro goal, and then in St. Louis, I scored a goal too.
Did you start or did you came
Yeah,
off the bench?
I started both of those games. Yes.
Gotcha. And then you started right away when you played the what is it U16 with FC Dallas, right? Or
Yes, yes. U17 FC Dallas. I was always a starter. Maybe some years when I was younger and I was playing up, I wasn't a starter.
gotcha. Now, now since you're here with Germany, how's it like with the German people? Do they like? Do you get recognized out there a little bit, or
Yes, yeah. Now every year, there's more recognition, but hopefully even more later on. But yeah, I start to get recognized maybe in the airport or just with small kids just taking a picture every once in a while.
gotcha? Does your little brother look up to you?
Yeah, yeah. My brother looks up to me. I think hopefully, yeah.
Think, but doesn't he? What position he usually plays right now?
He's a keeper. He's a goalkeeper. Yeah,
Like his dad?
like
Like
his
your
dad.
dad?
Yes.
Gotcha. And how come your daddy couldn't go pro?
My dad was pro,
Okay.
but and then he just decided to quit and just focus more on family because at the time in Honduras they don't earn too much money, so he had to decide to be a
Mm.
lawyer in Honduras and he just chose to
He was a
provide for
lawyer?
his family. Yes.
Really? I didn't
Yeah.
know that. That's something new. I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because your dad's the one that I was calling your dad to arrange this with you because I knew you were going to be here for a certain amount. For how long you're here for?
I leave on Wednesday, June
What,
11th.
June 11th?
Yeah.
Gotcha. What's a best advice you can give a kid growing up?
The best advice is to train extra, not with your team. You're only gonna get maybe, let's say, 10 reps. If you guys practice shooting, you might only get 10 reps, but on your own or with somebody that you trust, you can get maybe 20, 30, 40 reps. So I think just to train extra and just to believe in yourself. That's what.
Gotcha. And you never played in high school soccer or anything?
No, I was when you play in the Cidas Academy, they don't allow you to play high school, but I would have liked to play maybe basketball or football in high
Basketball?
school. Yeah.
Did you ever had a chance to do it, or did they talk to you about it, or
Yeah,
no?
the coaches, because I'm big, I'm a big guy. They were always like, "Hey, you want to play football or you want to play basketball?" But I just never was
Do you
able to
watch
go.
football?
Ah, yes, I watch mostly just maybe a little bit of college football and then the Super Bowl. Everybody watches the Super Bowl.
Do you know any teams in the NFL?
The Carolina Panthers.
That's your team favorite team, or what's a favorite team that you like?
I think the Panthers because we used to live in North Carolina and around that time they went to the Super Bowl. Yeah.
What is this? 2011 maybe?
Yeah, yeah, around.
2011.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, gotcha. And what's a person that you can like to meet up? One of these like soccer players professionally.
Soccer. Probably Neymar. Hopefully soon.
Neymar.
Neymar.
Is he out for injuries or something? I haven't seen
Yeah, yeah.
him.
He's getting older now, but he's always injured, but he's always has the talent.
Gotcha. How old is he? Do you know?
I'm not sure, man, but he's definitely in his 30s, I think.
30s.
Yeah.
Do you think that growing up was it difficult getting into those programs, or was it easy for you growing up?
I think for me it was easy because it was they just looked at your talent, they looked at your potential, and I think I had that. So I think for me it was easy.
Gotcha. And what gym do you usually go to right now since you're here in the States?
Probably just the apartment complex or with my friend to the gym near here.
What gym you go to?
I'm not sure what it's called. Euro Fitness, something like that.
Which one? Yo
EO,
West?
yeah, EOS.
Yo West. No, I never heard of it. Oh, okay. Okay, because I go to Planet Fitness. Yeah, I played soccer maybe what a year or two growing up, but then I was more into football and maybe basketball. I was more into football growing up, but yeah. Um, what's my call it? You growing up, what's your routine before a game?
Uh, I just normal, just eat breakfast, normal with my family or alone over there in Germany. Probably just eat breakfast, eat good food, then just listen to music. Just try to be calm as possible,
Mm.
and then just a quick prayer before I leave. and then a quick prayer at the field before the game, and that's it.
What kind of music you usually listening to?
Just calm. Maybe some Drake, maybe some Young Boy, but he's not calm at all.
Yeah,
And Little Baby, stuff like that.
Little Baby. What's your favorite song to listen to?
Probably I don't have a favorite song, but it's the one on the top of my mind is probably just Drake Trophies.
Trophies.
I think so. That's what
Okay,
it's called.
that's what's up. What's your nutrition, like your meal, like during the week and stuff?
Uh, just I don't really have like a diet or anything, but I definitely stay away from eating McDonald's or fast food. Just try to eat as much as vegetables and fruits as possible, and just things that carbohydrates that can give you energy, pasta, things like that.
Pasta. I heard that the pasta overseas is better than the pasta here in the States. Is that
Yeah,
true?
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
There's some pasta. The Italians are really good at that.
What's the best food you guys eat over there in Germany?
Germany, I don't really like German food, but I like pasta. Pasta. There's this restaurant, but I think it's Italian. Yeah.
Italian. What's your best favorite food to eat?
My favorite food to eat probably is from Honduras, probably baleadas
Yeah.
or chicken with plantain. Yeah.
Okay. Did you ever visit Mexico?
Oh yeah, yeah. I've been to
Yeah.
Mexico. I always would go to Mexico City.
Who did you play? I saw that you guys played in Toluca or something like that.
Yeah, yeah. We've played in Toluca and I played against America, against Monterrey, Pachuca,
Like
all of them.
like the
Yeah,
youth group.
the youth group. Yeah.
Did you win all those games or did you lose?
There's some games were definitely hard. Like Tigres has a really good youth system, and we would always lose to Tigres. But besides that, we would win some games.
Gotcha. Who do you think is gonna win the Gold Cup?
The
This is the Gold Cup this summer. Who
the
do you think is
Gold
gonna win
Cup.
it up this summer?
Well, I'm rooting for Honduras, but I think the best team right now is definitely Mexico or USA. But they're missing a lot of players because of the Club World Cup, so you never know.
Yeah. And how does that work? The World FIFA World Cup or something like that, or how
Yeah,
does that work?
there's a new Club World Cup this season,
Okay.
so it's on like Real Madrid and Mexican teams. They're just gonna be playing.
Gotcha. Um, Dang, I didn't know that because I think the confusing part about it is that for me, I don't know how you feel, but like there's only a certain amount of teams that go at every league or something like
Yeah,
that.
only the top maybe two or top four teams from every country go to the Club World Cup.
Where is it gonna be taking place at?
In America, yeah.
Oh, here.
Yes, in America.
Dang,
Yeah.
gotcha, gotcha. And the World Cup is next year here, right?
Yeah, 2026 is the World Cup, the international World Cup with like Brazil,
Honduras.
Mexico, Honduras. Hopefully they qualify.
Did you ever get any calls from USA soccer?
Yes, yes. I always would, there was always interest and there was always talks, but it never, because of, some rules and some FIFA rules, I wasn't able to participate.
So you have dual citizenship, right?
Yes, dual citizenship.
Gotcha. But you can, if like for example, if you don't, well, you are pretty much going to qualify for Honduras, right? Next year, most likely. So you guys are in contact.
Yes, yes.
And who? How's the teams over there? Like in Honduras, like is there like any players that that are playing the U.S., Mexico, like top leagues here, or
Yes, I think Choco Lozano plays in Santos Laguna.
where's that? Where's that club at?
I'm not quite sure where Santos is, but somewhere in Mexico.
Oh, Santos. Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
yeah, yeah,
Because I heard there's another team called Santos. I know there's a
yeah,
lot of opportunities in soccer.
yeah.
So okay, but you what's I call it? Did you ever had a chance to play soccer in Honduras or no?
Oh, yes. When I was 14 or 13, I was in San Pedro Sula, and I had an offer to go play with Marathon. But we talked it out with my parents. Talked it out with my family, and they said it was best to just stay here and get an education and just play with FC Dallas.
So, at age 14, did you like given the chance to give you the offer? They
Yeah,
offer you
it
that?
was a professional contract, but I don't think it was too much money, and they would provide a job for my dad and just a house too. So, but we just decided it was the best option for me.
Gotcha. And do you like the states here?
Yeah, yeah.
Out of all the three states that you lived in, which one's your favorite?
Probably, probably Texas. Probably
Texas.
Texas. Yeah.
The weather. How's the weather over there in North Carolina though?
It's really cold in the winter, and then really hot in the summer. Yeah.
Something, no, I bet. I've been there one time. Do you trash talk or no?
Oh yeah, yeah.
You do?
But only if someone starts it.
Starts.
I'm never the one to start it.
Do they trash talk you in Germany or other languages there?
Most people in Europe speak English, so they definitely understand.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, gotcha. I think that's the only thing I was like, because I know there's clubs in Italy and Europe and stuff, and like, what language do you usually speak? Like the referees and stuff. Do you know?
No, it's like if we're in Germany, they speak German, but the players and the coaches, most coaches, most players, they speak a little bit of English.
Do you have a translator or no?
No translator
How,
because most people speak English.
oh, okay, gotcha. Because I was gonna say like, how do you do it when you first got there? Gotcha.
Yeah.
And who's your agent? Like do you have someone that you call?
Yes. My agency's Primal from they're based in Netherlands,
Mm,
and it's a French. The CEO is a French guy, and my agent is Tony Lopez. He's from Brazil.
Brazil.
Yeah.
And you learn you know a little bit Portuguese or no?
Yeah, I understand a little bit,
You
and
understand?
a little bit, very little, but
What languages do you usually understand?
uh, I think just uh, obviously English, Spanish, and then a little bit of Portuguese and German, obviously.
Gotcha. And if you were to pick your dad at your prime or your little brother at his peak or at his prime, who would you go with? Tell like for like because you're striker, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
who would you pick with
My dad at my prime or my little brother at my prime.
at his prime? Yeah, either or.
I think my little brother is gonna be his prime is gonna be really good. I don't think he's at his prime yet. So
You don't think so?
yeah.
Gotcha. Did your older brother play soccer or no?
He never really liked it too much, but he played. He was pretty good.
It was pretty good. Did you play against him a little bit or no?
Yeah, I think also because I would always play up with him and his friends, so I think that's also a reason why.
That's what got you.
Yeah,
What was one of the biggest stars you played and will play with or at the FC Dallas club?
the biggest stars. I think I trained with Jesus Ferreira, who's at Seattle, I think,
Okay.
and Paxton Palmacall, who plays in FC. I don't know where he's at now.
Mm,
And then yeah, that's really it.
gotcha. Uh, what what's a good drink do you usually drink to hydrate yourself when you go to before your game or before practice and stuff?
Mm, mostly just water. I can't really drink too many things.
No.
But I really like this. My mom would make me like a pineapple smoothie, and I liked it a lot.
Gotcha. Does she usually make it with electrolytes or no? Or just
Just the fruit, and maybe she adds a bunch of fruits, and she mixes it all together. And it's really good.
gotcha. I saw on your Instagram you have a couple Bible verse. How's your relationship with God?
Yeah, I think it's one of the most important things right now. I think I feel like I always say this in my mind that that like because I'm human, I
Mm-hmm.
make mistakes, but
Yeah.
I feel like I have the power of God within me, like
Mm-hmm.
because there's a Bible verse that says that the same power that rose God from the dead is within all of us. So I just always keep that in my mind, and I'm like everything I go into, I'm like, yeah, God's with me.
Gotcha. And what's your favorite Bible verse?
My favorite Bible verse, I think I have something like with God, I can do all things. Like with Christ within me, I can do all things.
Philippians 4:13.
I think so. I'm not. I
Yeah,
don't
I think
remember.
so, most likely.
Yeah.
What's my call it? You don't have any brand deals or nothing like that, no?
No, I was very close to signing with Nike maybe a couple of years ago,
Mm-hmm.
but
Nothing like that.
nothing.
So you can pick any cleats you want right now at the
Yeah, right
moment.
now. But hopefully soon, I want to sign with Nike or
Right.
Adidas.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Do you have any like professional soccer players that you've met in person or any other athletes as well?
Uh, I when Endrick, I don't know if you know Endrick. He's coming up. He's plays in Real Madrid. Because
Okay.
I was in Brazil for a few months, and I was training with Endrick, with Esteval, with Felipe, with Vivatore, with all those guys because they're from Palmeiras, from Sao Paulo.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I just got to know them and train with them, and it was nice.
Gotcha. And you do you have a personal trainer? Do you work with? Because I just saw like on Instagram post that you
Yeah.
have a trainer. Is
Uh,
it here or over there?
I have a trainer here. His name's Coach Lee.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he actually just got his own place where he trains little kids and just athletes. And I also have a trainer in Europe. His name's Chima. He's just a trainer. He trained in with the Nigeria national team and with a lot of teams, and he has a lot of experience.
Gotcha. What's up your favorite team? Your favorite club growing up as a kid? What would it be
Top five goals, like for me or just in general.
for you? Yeah.
First, the Salvador goal, and then I think a goal I scored against Mexico in the PK shootout
Okay.
because we won. You know, Mexico obviously they're the stronger national team, and we got to beat them.
Okay.
I think also with FC Dallas in the Generation Adidas Cup, it was the semifinals against Columbus Crew U17.
Okay. Where
It,
was that at?
it was in Florida, yeah, in a
Mm,
tournament with the best teams in the country.
okay.
And then I have two left, I think. Probably just with the national team against Guatemala, I scored two goals that day. So
Did you ever score a hat trick or?
yeah, I scored a few hat tricks. I don't remember which game, but in the
Mm-hmm.
league I always scored. Actually, with in mines, I scored a hat trick before I tore my meniscus.
Meniscus. Where's that at specifically in your body?
It's in my knee, right, and there's like a between the the thigh and the
Yeah.
long. Yeah.
And how was that process of just waiting? Like it was
It
during the
was
season?
yeah, it was in October during the season. I had surgery and I couldn't even walk for like a couple of weeks, and then I was able to walk, but it was still so much pain, so I just had to recover for the rest of the season.
Where did you recover at? Or like trained and everything?
I had to travel to Amsterdam, which is in Netherlands.
No, no. And how's that place at over there?
It's very nice. Amsterdam is a really nice city
Is
in
it?
Europe. Yeah.
No girlfriend or nothing?
I don't like to talk
Nah,
about
you're
all those
good. You're
things.
good.
Yeah.
You're good.
Yeah.
Um, you did you speak what kind of language do they speak over there in Netherlands? English or how is that?
English in Netherlands, everybody likes to speak English. Everybody speaks it very well.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. And what language do you prefer to speak? English or Spanish?
Uh, probably probably English, but Spanish because also with my national team teammates, I always speak Spanish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw that you get a lot of attention in the Honduras. What's we call it? Is it TV stuff like
Yes,
that?
yes, yeah,
You get a lot of
yeah.
live interviews and stuff like that.
When I go to Honduras, I get recognized a lot. I get recognized here a little bit, but mostly right now it's in Honduras, and hopefully soon I can get recognized everywhere.
Yeah, gotcha. You last question before we head out. If you had to pick one player between these two, who would it be? Messi or Ronaldo?
Uh, I I don't like to pick between them, but because they're such special players.
Yeah,
But because of probably Ronaldo because of his mentality, and then Messi just because he's so different, he's so unique.
yeah.
Yeah,
How tall is he?
he's I don't know, maybe 5'10".
And he can
No,
still
that's way too tall. Like 5'4". Yeah,
5'4".
yeah.
Nah, he's probably like
Five
5'7". He
seven.
can still.
Yeah, yeah,
The
yeah.
way I like the attention that he brought to the states is like unique.
Yeah, yeah.
So gotcha. And what's your favorite club other than Barcelona?
Uh, my favorite club other than Barcelona, probably Manchester United. Yeah, they're doing so bad right now, but I gotta stay true to my club.
True.
Yeah.
And your favorite club in Honduras?
Honduras Marathon because that's the team that they offered me. I was there with them a couple of months, and that's where
And
I
what
trained.
club did your dad play for?
Marathon too.
Marathon?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
played in Marathon. I think he played in España. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Did he? What age did he stop playing?
Probably around maybe 20, 21. I'm not quite sure.
20.
Oh, when my brother was born, so maybe around 20, 20. Yeah.
20. Okay. Now what's up, man? Well, I appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
The little thing. But yeah, man. Hopefully, whenever you come back to the states, we can do a
Yes.
little workout or
Oh,
something.
yeah, sounds good. Yeah.
I mean, because I'm trying to get back into shape and
All
stuff.
right.
So
Yes.
I'm not doing nothing. No sports like you, but
Yeah.
hopefully we can
No,
catch
thank you.
on. I
Thank you for
appreciate you.
having me. Thank you for taking the time.
No, I
Yeah.
appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Appreciate it, man.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.